The biggest question most people ask themselves when they're living an unexamined life is, why me? Why did all this happen to me? Why did I experience all this pain, neglect, abuse? Why me? Many of you lay up at night thinking about this and all the experiences you had that weren't that pleasurable. And you just feel that you're being punished. Everywhere you look, there's pain. You've been through so much, all you know is pain. And some people can live many years like this, lost in darkness, lost in despair, lost in direction, feeling hopeless. There's an old ancient adage, know thyself and to thyself be true. Through your pain comes your purpose. Once you figure out your life's theme, the things you see over and over again. And a lot of times that can be overbearing because some things you were taught that weren't true, that don't allow you to see the purpose in your life. And you're thinking because you didn't pray enough. You're thinking because you didn't tithe enough. But even that comes with its own level of despair and letdown. It's important for you to know there's a reason for you being. Pain helps us shape our purpose, but it takes us to try to seek it and align with it to truly free us from the situation that we're in. And then when you understand why you went through what you went through and how those things actually benefit you, your life starts to change. You start to see things from a different perspective. I'm going to share a story. I was going to an event and I was late, so I was rushing, getting myself together, getting my kids together, and I'm all over the place. Now it's time to leave, but I can't find my keys, and I'm looking everywhere, and the kids are looking for the keys. I'm running around looking for the keys, trying to remember the last place I set them down, and I'm getting so frustrated because I'm getting later and later and I had to be somewhere on time. And I'm just ripping and running and frustrated. And then my kids are stopped by the door and they're looking at me. They're like, Daddy. I'm like, what? I ain't got time to talk. I gotta find these keys. And they're like, Daddy. I'm like, listen, I ain't got time to talk. I gotta find these keys. You see, my mind was discombobulated. And I was really trying to hurry up and get to where I was going. And it was just frustrating me that I wasn't able to find my keys in the midst of the rushing that I was doing. And then one of my sons said, Dad, look in your hands. Do you know the whole time the keys were in my hand? And I had to stop and pause. And like, I'm running around looking for the thing I need to get me to the next place that I needed to go. And I'm thinking they're somewhere else. But the whole time, the keys to my freedom was in my hand. A lot of the stuff that we deal with, we have our own answers and solutions. But because of how we feel about ourselves, we don't think we have what it takes to solve our own problems. But we do. And y'all, that's the great illusion. We are what we tell ourselves the most. We believe the things that we hold dear to about ourselves. If we don't feel we're good enough, we won't be good enough. If we don't feel we're smart enough, we won't be smart enough. If we feel that we're unlovable because of our past, we will never find love, but always seek it. Once you understand this, the power that you have to speak life into yourself, and not think that just because you're in despair that you don't have power. You know, that's the moment you seal your fate and lock your door with your own keys. You become the prisoner and the warden of your own thoughts. It's our thoughts that haunt us. Do you see that? The things that you think about the most become your reality. Do you see that? But when you start to see your true power, you become your own savior. And don't look at this in a not realistic, but a religious standpoint. Look at it as you must do the work to free yourselves. You must seek help. You must love yourself if you seek to be loved. Because if you seek and love and you don't love self, you will always find disappointment. You must seek to be true to yourself and guard your value and not give it away to people. Then you will always feel used and abused by people, taking advantage of you. But the whole reason behind that is because you give it away. They don't earn it. You don't love yourself deeply enough to really feel love. Because again, sometimes people look for love in other people and not in themselves. And with that other person, they become 100% what they love. And once that person leaves, there's nothing left for you. So understand, you hold the keys of your destiny. You hold the keys of your success. You hold the keys of your love. And never put those keys in the hands of anyone else, because it must go the way you choose it to go. You have that power. Use it wisely.